Hi everybody and welcome to Axion Token channel. So just setting up here in the first minute and I'm going to just post this on Discord. So let's find where that is at the moment. Let's just set this up. There we go. So I'm just posting it away. So cool. Let me just put a few little luckies on it. So that's cool. So let's get into it. Welcome everybody. Hey Alex, nice to have you on there. Hey Best Al, welcome Best Al. East Sprite, good to see you. So pretty cool. Let's get straight into it. Going to switch over to the price chat. Hope everyone's doing well, and for those with us with a bit of experience out there in crypto, we're used to these price dives and price booms. So thanks TK, best show out, awesome, appreciate it. Got a few innovations coming later next week. I've just got to do a bit more work on them, so hopefully we'll bring those out. And yeah, up to 944 subscribers on this channel. Hey Crypto Boy, good to see you. Jordan T, nice one. Yeah, so I got a few innovations that's got to work over over the next week, and hopefully bring those out on this channel, and a few other things. Also got another YouTube channel which I've got to promote Axion on, so that's going to be a bit of fun. What else is in the mix? I've got 944 subscribers, so thanks everyone for subscribing, and gonna have a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool too, because I think YouTube will help boost the promotion once you get to 1,000. I think at 1,000 and 10,000 they sort of start boosting you along, so it's even better. We'll get new people into the Axion community. Hope everyone else is spreading the word in the community. We've got to just keep building and building, so it's pretty neat. So we've got the hourly chart in front of us. Obviously it dipped below that support level at 0.02, so let's have a quick look at that. I'm just going to expand the chart. Hopefully it will show up okay on the thing. I'll just wait till it shows up. So let's have a quick look. It's a couple of seconds delay by the time I do something and it shows up on the live feed. So let's just expand that out, and let's put some support lines. And you can see basically we broke through that support at that 002 mark. We broke down, but it's bounced back with buying. So basically when things do go down cheaper, obviously it's cheaper to people to buy, so people will buy back in. So there is a sort of a give and a take with supply and demand. So that's pretty neat. Looking good. I just wanted to jump over to the Hex price just to show you. The Hex price went up, as I said. This is not the full history. This is just from June under Uniswap 2, because they switched over from Uniswap 1 to 2. But you can sort of see it went up 78% on Hex back in June during the launch phase. Remember, Hex has finished the launch phase. Then they, excuse me, I'll just have to get that there. Then they fell down 46%. So that just shows you one thing. Then the second time, they're pretty much up from here. They what did they bolt up to 148%. So they went to a higher high. So you can see that here. They went to a higher high here. Then it was higher over here, and then it went obviously super high up to 1.5 cents here. So you can see the massive pull ups and pull downs. So this is on the Hex chart, a good example of the launch phase finishing, and that went down a whopping 86%. And now the Hex price is, let me just get that right. Hex price is back up at 113% if you bought on the bottom there. So it just shows you that during the launch phase, Hex was doing these big parameters. It had 4 of them at least, where it had 50, 60, 80% corrections as it went to new highs. So that's probably something we may be able to look forward to as we've gone through this first launch parabola, and then probably up starting to consolidate and get to another one. So that's kind of my view on the price. Let me know in the chat what do you think of that. That's pretty much my expectation. So pretty neat. Let's have a quick look at the Axion daily Axion pool. 6.8 million Axion in the pool, 5.69 Ethereum in there already. Auction price down just under 1.2 million. The Uniswap obviously a better entry at just under 2.9 million per ETH. So very attractive indeed. Once again, the mega auctions are definitely really beneficial to enter. So that's pretty cool. So some of the topics I wanted to cover in today's video: arbitrage, the price trend, and staking rewards. So we've just talked a bit about that pricing trend. I wanted to go into just into the staking rewards just quickly. So let's just do that. So we're back on Axion. We'll just click on staking. Once again, to stake now, to get in early, the more people that stake, the better for these staking projects. The more rewards you get, you obviously get 8% interest per annum. You get the dividends from the auction buybacks, particularly huge after the mega auctions, which I think we've all thoroughly enjoyed. Obviously, you get the penalties for people breaking their staking commitments or being late to claim them, and you also you get the big payday, which are these five big paydays. You can see them accumulating down the bottom here. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You also get longer pays better, easily shown by if you had. Oh, let me just went overboard there. If you had 100,000, you would actually get, if you had 365 years, you get 20% more. So it's pretty huge, and obviously the longer you do it, the more you get. You get pretty much 5 years, you get the 100% more. So 5 major benefits to get. It's pretty impressive. Crypto boy, arbitrage. I'm waiting to hear that. Yeah, we're about to get onto that quickly. Just wanted to push that staking. If you're not staked, to get all those divs, they just pile up. I've had a lot of people just say they're loving the divs, and it does help to offset the price decline that we've got at the moment. Looks like pretty confident we've hit the bottom here, in my opinion. So I think that's pretty neat. Here we are. You know, we're pretty much headed down this direction, and in my view, we're pretty. We might track along the bottom here a little bit, but pretty much eventually we're gonna push back. So let's have a quick look just before we get on to arbitrage. We're going to boom, see down where we went to. So we had a 76% retracement. Remember, Hex has had at least 4 retracements that have been between 60% and 85% or 90%. So not uncommon at all as we move forward in the project. Of course, this is only day 16, so pretty early days. That happened over 9 days that we pulled back. Interesting stuff. So what we have having at the moment with the auction is that moving on to arbitrage, we've seen that because of the perks that are in the auction. Just jump back here. So basically, arbitrage is basically selling in one market and moving to another market for typically for a price gain. So in this terms, it's really a volume gain in most cases. So instead of price, volume. So selling down Axion in the market, driving the price down. Each person does it, and they keep thinking they're going to get more in the auction. So for the mega auction, that's what we experienced. And let's just go down to the mega auction. So we had 13.7 billion in there. We've got 2,133 ETH. 80% of this Ethereum is going to market buy. So let's have a quick look at the spreadsheet for that. So here's the spreadsheet for the current. This is the auction amount. That's the mega auction, second one. So I'll just highlight that quickly. Actually, let me just do that while I'm on here. So the second mega auction, we had 2,133 ETH. It gave a ratio of 6.4 million, but the actual was 1.9 before your referral bonus 10%, which is in the link below. So what we had was team profits of about 426 Ethereum, 1707 Ethereum went to buy on Uniswap. Okay, so out of the 2,133 Ethereum, this column here, 1,707 went to market buys. So they're pretty neat. At total market buys at the moment so far has been close to $2 million based on the price today. Obviously price is different every day. That's just a quick indication of the sort of money driving the price. So what's happened is that people have selling down on here is one of the key things that people are doing. Obviously there's a few factors going on, but one of the big ones is arbitrage, because they can get the referral bonuses in the auction. They sell down on Axion and then they enter with their Ethereum into the auction here and pick up the referral bonuses. So that's pretty much what's happened there in a big way. On top of that, we find, if we'll just close this down, we find that there's also sort of bot trading that's just going for little margins in ETH. So they buy large volumes, they sell large volumes. This does have an impact on the market over time. So you can see this one here, D2 has done this. They came in 3.18 Ethereum, they left, so they sold, and then they bought back some more. They're trying to do that same practice. So and that drains the Ethereum a little bit on the contract. So what we got here, we got liquidity of 1.469 million, so it's had a little bit of impact there. Pooled ETH is 1248, pooled Axion is 3.5 billion, so that's pretty much where that's gone in. So hopefully the team is currently reviewing your auction now. There's 6.8 million, we've got 5.69 ETH in there. So that the team is reviewing the incentives, probably also the slippage that they use when they're buying. So hopefully that will help tone things down a bit in terms of the arbitrage between the price on Uniswap and the bonuses that you get on auction at the moment. So they drive the Uniswap price down. So that's pretty much it. So it should close down that gap in the next few weeks. Even when the auctions start falling lower and lower, we can see that the auction here at the moment, upcoming mega auction, is 10.4 billion. So it seems to be going down as you would expect. We had 14.2 billion and 13.7 billion, and at the moment we've got 10.4. That might sneak up to the 12 billion mark here. So slowly that will slowly dwindle the opportunity. That should also put more buying pressure on Uniswap, as people really need to pick up Axion and Uniswap and stake it, which is back to where I started about staking, just to get all those benefits, and they are huge indeed. So hope that helps. Interesting, as I remember tons of people stake, Dan the Geeky Man, I remember tons of people staking before Friday auction that it will make the price go up whilst it went down due to arbitrage. Is it what we are supposed to expect during every big? Well, at the moment that's sort of what's happening, but how far they drive the price down is another question. Because if you can get so much, what happens is that when the percentage, which is like a 40% discount on the auctions, when the price of Uniswap gets to the point where it is basically now, people will really probably just keep buying on Uniswap because it's better. But when that gap closes, that's when you start getting the arbitrage. And so hopefully that helps. Let's have a quick look at the some of the charts that have been going on. So this is the actual Axion to ETH, so we can see what people have been getting in each auction. So we're up to auction day 16 at the moment. Supposed to put the numbers in there, I haven't put them in there. So we're up to day 16, and you can sort of see the trend at the moment of what people have been getting in that auction, and that excludes referrals, of course. So there we got the Axion amounts, millions, that we've been having. So these big mega auctions will slowly dwindle away, unless there's some big Hex free claimers still out there in the early months in particular, or early weeks, because the penalties will start to take effect. They grow pretty quickly. In Ethereum, obviously we had 1803, 2133. This is really a bullish sign. So despite the price, this Ethereum capture at 2133 is pretty bullish. So I'm pretty happy about that. And the price is only 2 weeks in. People want a lot of people are worried about the price. I think as long as it doesn't go too low, I agree with that. We've got a high staking ratio, so hopefully that helps. But people need to be a bit more long-term in their perspective. Like I said, if you jump back to the Hex, you had these big price pullbacks, and so what you want to do is you want to buy low, and you want to sell high if you're going to sell short-term. But ultimately, with these, the stakers typically do better over time, and that's the whole point, is to stake it and make it relax and tips. So yeah, Dan says, yeah, I would love to see it finally going higher, as auctions meant to drive the price up, I assume, whilst they are causing the opposite. Yeah, and I wonder why. Well, it's just because of the, up to 40% discount and the referral bonuses through the auctions. So as those close down, the auction buys should be better. The team is reviewing it, so we'll see what they come up with. Like I said, it'll probably be maybe the referral bonuses, maybe the slippage. Things like that they could tweak. Obviously, referral bonuses are a big deal regarding mass adoption. The other side of it is that the launch phase is the inflation phase. So that's what's important, is that you're going to issue a lot of coins in the launch phase, and so well, we've got the 250 million coins, 250 billion coins, sorry, and we've obviously got the hex-free claims coins as well. So let's have a quick look at the number of coins on the market at the moment. We've got 266.5 billion Axion total supply. Market cap is down at 23.3 million US dollars. We've got 57% staked, so we want that to continue to grow. So it's really important that everyone encourages people to stake more. You obviously get tons of bonuses which help to offset the price changes as it moves through a cycle, and we've got 152.3 billion staked, so that's pretty neat. And the average stake length 873 days. 17,500 stakes, pretty neat. So, also just looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, looks like we've got a bit of a bounce back. They keep trying to push higher, that's really great for Axion to be in this climate. With these booming crypto prices. If we were in an opposite climate where Bitcoin was back under 10,000, even lower, 5,000 or less, then that's a really bad sign and not a great climate for most coins. Although I do think staking coins with share rates will do pretty well in most environments. Montana Johnson, welcome. So there we are. There we have it, folks. So we're just going to change that to 4-hour chart, and sort of see that there. It's really attacked this, but I really see it just maybe tracking sideways a little bit and then moving upwards again. And we'll see what the team has in store regarding any changes that it might have made. But once again, it is the inflation phase. Hex had the same thing. It is the adoption phase. So it's part of the parcel. Referrals do help. Removal of the referral bonus, keep the extra 10%. Yep, that's what they might look at. So we'll see what they do. But you need referrals to grow the community. It's kind of one of the basic things to have. So. What we've got is traders, trading, doing their thing. If there's certain incentives in place, then they'll do it. I kind of feel like that the market price at the moment is sort of going to prevent less and less arbitrage. So that's exactly what I'm saying, Alex, is that at current price you do better deal from Uniswap than from the last mega action. You're absolutely right, Alex. That's the point I'm making. Is that the price has kind of gone down to like a silly price where you wouldn't really do that behavior now. So let's go to the auction here. So look at this. I mean, even with the bonuses and referrals and the discount in the market, you're still going to do better just going to the Uniswap. So why would you sell it down on Uniswap? That's why I feel like the price has really hit the low here, and I really see it just tracking along and then moving back up. That's where I see it at the moment. But of course, people watching the price go down like this, it's a bit upsetting to them. Obviously, long-term stakers have a long-term view, so it's not so much of a deal for them. And many of the people that have come on board are hexagons, so they're used to these ups and downs where you get these massive price rises. But look at what's happening with Hex now, right? So it's coming back up, and that's what I said, that on a Hex chat channel, that Hex is just gonna go like that again. It's gonna do it. Oh, I've lost my channel now. Just a moment. I just lost all my charts, so that was unfortunate. Montana Johnson, people are not bringing new wallet holders, but instead using secondary wallets. That is an issue. That's why I keep saying in just about every video that I've made is that people need to spread the word and build the community. Obviously, we have set incentives. We have the referral incentives. We have the Hex free claim incentives, but people have still got to spread the word. You've still got to build your community into tens and then hundreds of thousands of people. So Hex over 350 days built up something like 230,000 wallets. So we've got to get, we've got to amplify the project much further afield than it is at the moment. And obviously that's just part of the growth that we have to do, regardless of what's happening with the price or with the arbitrage at any point in time. But I really feel like it's kind of a bit silly now. You can just basically get a better deal on Uniswap for the time being. So I expect the price to start rising. That's my view. And I think Alex holds this pretty similar view. So Alex, but I'm hoping to get a better deal next week if the incentives don't change. Yep. Crypto currently. Welcome by the way, crypto currently. All it will take is one large buy on Uniswap or the auction, and everything will change. That's correct. So it goes up by a square value. So you expect if twice the ETH, then you're gonna get 4 times the price. That type of thing. So that's with the liquidity pool. Dan the man. I can see current Uniswap price really itching to get more. I was getting in for roughly half of that. Yeah, so that's the point I was making earlier, is that the price is kind of down at that support level. It did break it through it slightly, but it's bounced back over it, so that's pretty neat. Typically, if it can stay over a day or two, then it's pretty much become support again. And like I said, the other factor is that when prices, the disparity between the auction and Uniswap is so great now that people really, it's just a better deal to buy on Uniswap. So whether the price goes up before the next mega auction is another question, and I kind of think it will. And then if people sell it down on the mega auction, we'll see. But then the team's going to review and see. So we'll see what they do. Alex, I could not resist but getting a bit more today as well. So that's my point, is that when the price gets down to a certain point like it is now, and I feel that is the buying point, the buying low, then people just kind of come in and buy. And so here you've already got a couple people on the chat. Dan the geeky man, Alex, that want to come in at this price, and so do I. So I've got Ethereum coming tomorrow, so I'm going to be picking up some bags. I'm hoping I'm going to get a good deal, just like anybody would. So yeah, I think that's pretty neat. So we'll just have a look on the chat. We've had a few. Just a word of warning just about Telegram. We've had some spamming, some false channels, Telegram channels set up. So just to make sure you don't join those. Just stay on the official Discord or look at the Telegram official announcements page, but don't join any new Telegram one. Let me jump back to the. No, we're on Discord at the moment, Kenroy. I was showing the Hex chart before so that you could see that it went through at least 4 major parabolas where it went up and it came down like 60 to 85%. So it's a good example when you have a launch phase. Hex has already finished their launch phase. They're now into basically the staking period, whereas Axion's only just begun its launch phase. So it's a good little illustration. Another good one would be EOS, which was before Hex. So the EOS chart would be another good one. Let's just try and pull it up with the EOS. I can't remember exactly when their launch phase is. They're still number 14 too on CoinGecko. $3 they are, and what's the market cap? Is 2.9 billion. Let's have a look at their max chart. So we can see this is EOS. They did a launch phase too. I think it was 330 days. I think it was shorter than the Hex one. I used to know this stuff off by heart, but just can't remember at the moment. But you can see them coming up and down. They sort of, because they were the first one to do it, they had this massive price, and the time that they did it was when Bitcoin went through the 20,000 all-time record. So that sort of explains why the chart's a bit different. But you can see the big, massive price swings on EOS, and EOS is not even a staking share rate product like Hex and Axion is. So interesting to note that. And once again, we're only on day 16. I mean, I can't say that enough. And certainly, I think the price is really a buying price at the moment. And I can't wait till I get my Ethereum tomorrow. So it'll be cool. So I quickly check the announcements. I think I've gone through all these. Yeah, just the one on the fake Telegram group, just to keep away from that. But once again, I think a big message is for the whole community is to spread the word and bring in new people, and just let's keep expanding it till we get a really big community. Dan the man, as well there is an important info for everyone that bought Hex 2T through Beaky Exchange and haven't yet been refunded yet. The way to get airdrops is to just withdraw Hex 2T to your MetaMask and they'll update. Oh, nice one, Dan. That's a really good idea. Crypto currently, good analysis. Thanks, Crypto. Dan, refund you. Yeah, great. So you can do that. And I did see someone talking about that they had it on an exchange and they weren't able to get refunded. They had to go back to the exchange. But yeah, good way of doing that. It's like that. The brand files, is it a good time to stake? Yes. The earlier you stake, the better, because the share rate goes up every day. So it's better to stake today than tomorrow. Yeah, so hey, Wacky Boy Gaming, you earned a sub, my friend. Oh, much appreciated. Once again, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, going to have a nice giveaway to thank all my subscribers. And hopefully YouTube will pick up the channel more and promote it to expand the community. So we're going to try and do that over the coming year, particularly in this strong launch phase. And let's keep building and building. Once we try, get to 1,000, try and get to 2,000, 3,000, etc., and just keep growing. Dan, man, yeah, I got my Axion just yesterday back in my wallet from Becky. Oh, nice. Well, let us know how that goes, Dan. That'd be cool, because share the knowledge to the rest of the community. There'll be a couple other people probably in your situation. So let's just go back to the general chat there. So a lot of people, I think, more engaging. I think that's up by a couple hundred people in Discord, so that's pretty cool. Might take a little while for people to get used to it if they've been in Telegram a lot. But I actually prefer it without the spamming, so I've actually enjoyed it myself. We'll just go back to Axion's stats for a bit. Don't know if you've seen the ecosystem one here. So it says that there's 10,600 wallets at the moment. So we definitely want to increase that to 20, 50,000, 100,000. That's where we want to head. So it's I think it's the whole community that needs to spread the words, and the team is doing some marketing. So I think that's pretty cool. There's some marketing coming up. And where do we see that? On the announcements here somewhere. I think we had some marketing. Yeah, so the airdrop discrepancy claim airdrop was sent out yesterday. There was something I mentioned about marketing. I can't remember where that was, but nevertheless. So I'll just expand this chart at the moment. See what we've got here. So still got a bit of selling going on. Small there. Let me go to scroll it to the top. Get the latest transactions. Okay, a lot more buys coming in now, so that's pretty cool. You can see that's looking a bit more healthy in terms of the price. So just keep watching that over the next day. Let's have a look on. So if you haven't seen this Axion ecosystem on stats, axionstats.info, I'll leave it in the chat. You can have a look at that. Dan the Man says, yeah, that's right. It was really concerning for me over time as automated airdrops weren't coming. So I've withdrawn some of my Hex Token to MetaMask like a week ago, and a few days, like 4 days later. Okay, I received an airdrop from Beaky with Axion 1-to-1. Okay, that's cool. That's great to hear. Jeff says the coins from Pyrobank airdrop may have been a contributing factor. That's true. I did think they came in later though, Jeff, but maybe a few of them arrived during the day. I thought they were supposed to arrive just after, but you might be right there, Jeff. I don't know. I just when I thought they were coming in just a bit later. So today's one's looking, you know, I mean, it's 5.69, 1.2 million ETH in there. So that's how that's looking. And, so here we've got staked Axion. We've got 89 shrimps, 4,700 crabs, 4,000 fish, 1,329 octopuses, 209 dolphins, 196 tiger sharks, 36 great whites, and 45 whales. You can sort of see the ranges that they've got. See, we've got 36 great whites that are between 500 million and 1 billion tokens. So I mean, there's some big whales out there. I think we saw this price. Let me take it to the 1 hour chart. I'll just expand that. So we had this red candle here. Was one of the bigger holders. So I think that they were at the top end of the tiger shark level. And from memory, and they had about where were we going with the shark? We had about 400,000, and they sold some, and then other whales sort of come in, or smaller whales or sharks came in and started selling down here. That's how we sort of moved that next lower bit. Dan the Man, and this is awesome. If anyone will come with any scam comments, they'll have to come through me first. None of scams are refunding people back with gratitude. Axion is an honest project. Yeah, there's only a couple that I know of that have been as good as Axion with, you know, giving people back coins. I mean, seriously, I only know 2 projects actually, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, so a couple new subscribers, welcome. What have we got? Yep, Whack Boy Gaming, thanks again. We got Corey just subscribed, so that's pretty neat. So welcome to you guys. And let's have a look at some of the streaming analytics. So you've got just under 25 viewers. That's pretty neat. I'm just going to change this back to 1 hour. We'll go to 15-minute chart. We'll pull that up. We'll expand that out. Just drag that down there, but I'll lose the axis things. You can sort of see where the momentum. I think we need to get back to this, break this 0003 mark again. So it'd be nice to get back over there before the end of the week. We'll put some indicators on there, have a look at some Bollinger Bands, which are my favourite go-to. Just need to expand that up. So there we are, just tracking along there. Dan the Man, great future. Crypto currently, it costs them money to refund as well. They pay a ton in gas fees for airdrops. That's true. Dan the Man, the way you, the way how you people have handled the situation is amazing. My honest gratitude. It shows a new class of crypto. Well done, people. Alex K says, is there a place to see the APY on the average stake so far? Not that I'm aware of, but there's an official staking. There's official staking stats page going to be launched soon, Alex, which you may have been aware of anyway. So that the Axion team will be launching that. So it's going to be exciting. I'm hoping that they have an APY on that. So if they don't, we'll put that comment in the Discord either now or later on. So that must be pretty close to launching. It's in one of the announcements from memory. Can't remember where that was. It's probably quite back. They've had quite a few announcements, so it's keeping track of all the stuff is getting a little harder to remember. Obviously the credit card's coming up, so credit card integration is close. We're waiting for a couple of final things to cross the finish line. I'm beyond thrilled to announce this, so that's pretty neat. I'll click that credit card there. Marketing, of course, is going to come up. It's time to kick it into high gear. As many people are aware, we are putting a major focus on YouTube, since YouTube influences crypto channels being the warmest lead for prospective new Axion token holders. We have a lot coming in the pipeline for that. So I think there's a lot still to come in that line. This was obviously the 26th of November, so it's only a couple of days old. Potentially, we've had that one come out. Marketing, of course, extends far past YouTube, and the Axion marketing team working on a marketing process that will cover the digital advertising, SEO, social media advertising, branding, keyword search, and a lot more. So that'll be really cool. Looking forward to that. And obviously they're getting a CTO as well. So it's just the beginning, folks. We're only day 16 and a lot coming up. Once again, I think the community also has a big role to play in expanding the community, just as other communities and the bigger projects have expanded. So it's pretty neat. I think I'm not sure what we had anything above that. Congratulations everyone that's in the 2.5 million quadruple 5 for 15-year club. That's pretty cool. Hex versus Axion comparison video. That was in there. I still haven't actually watched that one, which I feel a bit bad about. The Ivan on Tech had a little coverage of Axion, and obviously one of the biggest YouTubers. So, yeah. I think I've actually changed the look of my chart somehow, and I've got to fix that up a bit later. Scott Crosby, welcome. Sorry, just got on. I guess I missed a lot on this live. Yeah, well, it's going to be, you can watch the live stream afterwards, Scott, so you can catch up. We're just talking about arbitrage, what, a key, not the only factor, but one big factor that drove the price down over the last couple of days with the mega auctions, triggering some arbitrage, but we're pretty much to the conclusion that the price is pretty low and that you can get a better, do a better deal on Uniswap than entering the auctions at the moment. With the mega auction, if you see, was 1.9. So the current price, even with the referrals bonuses, is almost 2.9. So it seems like that factor will really slow down until the price rises again. But we still have to face it every time we have a mega option if the price does converge. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Also, the team is reviewing the auction buybacks, slippage, possibly referral features, possibly. So let's not jump the gun on that. Jeff, great time to DCA at these prices. I double my holdings at these levels. Absolutely, Jeff. So what's the old golden rule, everybody? Buy low and sell high, or in this case of staking, buy low and stake and earn all the divs, 8% interest, Axion buybacks, penalties from other people breaking their stakes, longer pays better, 20% per year up to 5 years, so 100% over 5 years, big paydays, 5 of them starting at 10%, in year 1, year 5, 30%, so it seems like a no-brainer. Those interest things add up incredibly. I mean, that's exactly what Hex is going to be doing, right? So if there's only 9.5% people staked on Hex, the ROI is like 40%, and then on top of that is penalties, so it really starts adding up big time. So those who are staked, the staking class, do very well indeed. People don't fully understand that, and the share rate's going up every day, right? So the share rate is going up. This thing here is going up. That's there. You're going to be fighting against that to get shares for the reward pool. So that's why I keep reiterating the staking is really the heart of this, and the share rate is the pulse. So it's really important to reiterate that. Scott says, I did buy the dip today, picking another 3 million coins. Awesome, Scott. So this is what I was talking about with the current levels. So if I go back to the chart, that people would be starting to come in here and just chipping away. So we'll see what happens over the next few days, but I expect it to go a little bit sideways and then start moving back up. Crypto currently staking 75 million, nets you about 350 a week on so far on average. We're getting close to full-time job staking wage. Yep, nicely observed. Crypto currently laddering 150 million would have you covered. Absolutely. Dan the Geek Man, yeah, this price action is a steal. Yeah, I think so. Feel obviously there's not financial advice, do your own due diligence, etc. But I really do think that it's a huge deal. Alex, yeah, share rate going up a lot faster in Axion compared to Hex, probably due to higher inflation plus auction gains. Absolutely. So it really is, staking today is much better than staking tomorrow. And the other side of it, of course, is that the community needs to keep expanding, needs spreading the words, and the bigger and better it will be. Hex made to 11% in a year. Axion got 4% in 2 weeks. Absolutely. And the other thing is, just keep, if you know people that are in the Hex community, tell them about their free claim and onboard them. Onwards and upwards, more the merrier, all that. Chin chin. That's a bit early in the afternoon for me for a chin chin. I think it's, but yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, welcome anybody new to this channel. Great to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Once again, I'm going to have at 1,000 subscribers, going to have some giveaways, and particularly if you're in the shrimps and the crabs, I think you might appreciate winning a few giveaways. So pretty neat. Even if you're in the fish levels. So the other thing on this Axion stake, so you can actually just look at liquid Hex, or you can look at staked Axion. So it's pretty neat like that. I really like this page, but obviously there's going to be an official page coming out, so we'll see what statistics are on that one. The more dApps that have been built on top of this, the better. CryptoX currently best Axion streamer. Yeah, I appreciate that. Trying to do my best and get information out there, have good discussions, and enjoy the auctions. The auctions are a lot of fun. From that point of view, they're a lot more fun than Hex. The people have watched the Hex launch phase, just because they just add a lot of aspects to it. Obviously, the price impact is huge given the size of the mega auctions and the being undersubscribed, and therefore you got the flow on for every week. But that does add some more dynamics too. So I'm actually not too worried, to be honest myself. Obviously, there's a certain level of price about where we are now that I wouldn't really want it to go too far below. But other than that, I'm not really worried about it. And I think that staking is far more important, and collecting those divs. Alex K, I've already onboarded a few, but I also understand some resistance from Hex content creators to promote a competitor, though free money is hard to pass up. Absolutely, just push the free stuff, Alex. I've already onboarded, like I said in previous videos, some very big Hex whales, and I think they're partly the people that have contributed such a big mega auction, and that they're willing to take their 10 million. That, you know, and the longer it goes, they quickly see the divs and the interests stack up. So the returns talk, don't they? And people then walk. So Scott Crosby, I have Hex also, but not as much as I do Axion. Yeah, well, it's good. You know, like I always say, Hex might be the KFC and Axion the McDonald's, and there's a room for a few big players in the staking game, because there are other staking coins, but they don't have share rates. They don't have a lot of the other mechanisms that you need. That's why those ones don't particularly do too well over time. They sort of reach a peak and then they just stay there. I can think of a couple of ones, but I don't want to, say them on the channel. I don't want to trash other projects or whatever. Scott Crosby, I have Hex also. Yep. Whack board game. How will you sell your Axions when you want to? Through Uniswap. Well, at the moment, Uniswap, yeah. So that's how you do it. The other side of it is it's a really good idea. I've re-emphasized the staking and all the 5 rewards that you get, but it's also, if you want a passive income and you want to get without penalties, then have a staking ladder. So I have done a video on staking ladder before, where you just have different amounts of Axion maturing at different times in the future. So it could be any time up over the 15 years. If you've got, if you're a bit older and you don't want to go 15 years, you could do a staking ladder over 5 years. So you just need to suit your own situation, and that's probably the best way to do that. Price is much lower to enter. Yeah, Alex, that's why I want my Ethereum. It's not coming in until tomorrow, unfortunately. But I'd be buying right now if I had it here. So, yeah. What is username on Discord? Silent Gamer is my username on Discord, and Superman on Telegram. Hence, you can see the Superman at the bottom left. So pretty cool. Alright, where are we up to there? So I'm just going to switch over to the price chart again, and we'll just watch that for a little bit. Got to get the scaling right on this chart. Just going to refresh that chart because my scaling's gone a bit funny on there. So here we are, 0002. Looking good. I actually onboarded quite a few people at this price last time, so we go to the 1 hour chart. I onboarded them way back here. They were very happy that I introduced them to Axion at this stage, so that was pretty neat. We just refreshed that again. I do like this DEX tools where you can see the transactions underneath. Pretty neat. So you can see people buying and selling. Really like that. Previously I was using the Uniswap pool to show that, but it's nice to see it just on the DEX. Let's check out what's going on in the chat. Have a quick look. See if there's anything interesting in there. Dude, we just went through hell, risen from the dead. Absolutely. Some of these mods have some really good comebacks on the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, join up on the Discord. It's pretty cool. I'll just post that in the chat. Let's have a look here. So Alex K, you were in a lot earlier into Axion than you would be in Hex if you are just starting out. That's true. This early days. This is not the usual cryptos with these staking projects with the share rates. So it's what is Bitcoin keeps climbing. Looks like it's the end of the dip for now. Yeah, I reckon that that the Bitcoin, if we quickly go to that, is I've said this to a number of people, is that it's going to try and attack that 20,000 all-time high mark, and if it, it'll probably have 2-3 goes at it, and if it fails, then you're looking at a major retracement. So just be wary of that. Anyone who's been in crypto for a while knows what those are like. So we look at the max chart. This was the previous all-time high, which is when Gloria was made back in 17th December 2017. Then it's just been in a bear market all this time. It bottomed out around 2 years later. Bottomed out, took 2 years bear market, and now we're back up in some sort of bull market. We had a fake out here, and it's come back down again. Went down to 5,000, and then now look, we've rallied up here. We've got this, and then it pulled back, this little pullback. See the little pullbacks in the previous ones. So just be wary about now. We really need to break this all-time high of 20,000 over here. And so we've got here that was 6.2% down on Bitcoin on the two-year high on the daily close. Obviously the intraday close was higher, intraday price was higher. But just be more wary about now. If it fails to break through this 20, we could see a pretty decent retracement. But I think that overall we're on this nice little up curve here. But just be careful in the short term here. I think it's going to keep trying. But if it blows past 20,000, OMG, I mean, you're talking about some massive gains for the crypto community. And hopefully that will benefit Axion as well. But don't think prices don't go up forever. So if it fails to break the 20,000 Bitcoin, just be very wary. Don't get over confident, because the markets come back pretty fast. In crypto, they go up pretty fast and they can come down pretty fast. Alex, when it got to 3,000, so many people wanted even lower. That's right, they did, like 1,200 bucks, 1,800 bucks. I agree. And trader mentality never changes. It's true. Yeah, there was something about big BTC drops on a Monday. Yeah, so I'm pretty bullish about BTC. I really think it wants to go above that 20,000. But just be careful if it doesn't. It's going to be pretty. If it fails at least 2-3 times hitting it, there's a good chance that it will, in the near future, fall back if it doesn't. But otherwise, very bullish if it does. Huge. And like I said, my personal feeling is that the next target would be 50 to 60,000 US dollars. Obviously, maybe not straight away, but over a short period of time, of weeks or a few months, and then it may even spike up at like 80 grand and then pull back down again. And so just be wary of that. Obviously, less Bitcoin is around, so you've got to take all that into account as well. Dan the Man, yeah, there was something about Big Piggy on Monday. Yep, I'll read that one. Whack Boy Gaming, I've done 11 stakes through five years, as you mentioned. Year 4 is where it is staked at the most. Oh, nice, that's a good position. Total invested 750,000. Nice. Have another 600,000 through auction on its way. Any thoughts? Yeah, it just depends on your personal situation. I think that you sound like you know what you're doing with the stake stuff, Whack Boy Gaming. So whatever feels. If you think you need money up front, maybe 2 years. If you think that you want to get a bit of a longer position, then maybe 7 years. So I think it's best for you to decide that. And what your income you want it to be, so that sort of thing. Alex K, gains made in BTC eventually make it into altcoins. That's true. So the BTC will move, and then the altcoins will move. But things are a little bit different. Ethereum is so huge now in terms of an ecosystem with all the smart contracts, dApps, DeFi, yield farming, and many other applications on top of it. Hence why the fees are so slow, generally speaking. So I think Ethereum, if Bitcoin goes over 20 grand, you can see Ethereum easily going to the old time high of I think it was $1,400 or $1,200 and blowing past that. I mean, you're talking a couple $1,000 Ethereum easy if Bitcoin starts pushing to a new high. You're probably $3,000 or $4,000 or something insane per Ethereum. I can easily see that happening in a bullish scenario if Bitcoin breaks that all-time high and sustains it over there. So you could see some super mad gains, pretty impressive. But once again, I caution with the fact that if it fails to break that mark and it pulls back, then it could keep trickling down until, and I'll have another go, but it will be a bit later on. Alex says ETH going up is actually irritating because it makes fees unbearable. It does, absolutely. Oh, it just exacerbates already the smart contracts on it. Now, Ethereum 2.0 apparently is being mostly shifted to 2021 now, so we'll see what happens to that. Obviously, Ethereum 2.0 hopefully will help with the speed and the costs, but I'm not counting my chickens on that one. And the other thing is that it's one of the main features is that's going to have the Ethereum staking. So moving, I think it's to a hybrid from proof of work to a proof of stake, maybe a hybrid, I think it is. I have to reread about that again, but that's where I remember it being. And that you need 32 Ethereum to actually be eligible for staking. So 32 Ethereum is obviously getting higher, more costly to get if you haven't got it already. So that's something interesting to look out for. Now, but Ethereum is basically trying to copy Hex and Axion, so that's basically where it's trying to get some big features like that. Dan the man, I meant once over the dip, BTC will fly. Yeah, absolutely. Over the all-time high, yeah, absolutely. If it breaks the 20,000 thing, oh my goodness, yeah, that's where I said my next target is 60,000 US dollars of Bitcoin. If it can sustain it over, and like I said, it might be weeks or months, but it will definitely be moving up to that next. And it moves pretty fast. I mean, we've seen it move like that pretty fast. And also Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the other top 10s have big funds investing in them now through New York Stock Exchange and stuff like that. So things have changed quite a bit from 2017. So there is definitely a lot more money to move it up there. And obviously you've got margin trading as well. So on a lot of the big exchanges like yeah. So pretty much it. What else we got here? Let's have a quick final wrap up. So yeah, so we're just still sitting around this 0002. We've got 5.69 in the auction at the moment. I've still got a few hours to go, 4 hours or so. Yeah, so I definitely recommend buying on Uniswap because it's such a good deal at the moment. And got those stats going. Still got that, not much change in that, so pretty cool. And yeah, definitely I see Hex moving up too. So if Hex moves up, more people in the Axion community will have more funds. Those who are holding Hex, who have free claimed. So the better off Hexicans are, the better off Axion will be. So it's a big amount of holders in Axion will be Hexicans. So just take that into account. And I'm going to spend more time on the day on the chat here and so forth. Let's just read the final couple of comments. Alex says ETH 2.0 will be a separate chain for a while, with smart contracts staying on old chain for at least still phase 2 or 3. Yep, cool. Thanks for that, Alex. I'm more hopeful about certain layer 2 solutions which allow for quick contract migration. Yeah, and there's already one of those up. I tried to use it, but I haven't really used it. Just forgetting what it's called here. It's probably on one of my my save tabs. Just forget the name of it. It's a layer 2 solution on Ethereum. So yeah. Mandalorian caused all of this shit today. Yeah, that's funny. Man, I don't know if you've seen that last, if you're into Mandalorian, but that last episode of Mandalorian was, the Jedi was, they're all fantastic, but it was just another great episode taking to a new high if you're into sci-fi. And certainly bring back the real Star Wars, none of those emotional, contaminations of Star Wars that we've seen recently in Star Trek. Looking at the price, we're going amazingly low right now, as 00075 is just going back where we were, and 0015 is the nearest bulls target. Yeah, that's a pretty decent target, that one, Dan, 0015. That's where I thought it might be able to get to. And so it's early days, so let's see what happens. The price can turn around pretty fast, so people better be on their guard for that, especially at these price levels. So pretty neat. Well, I'm going to do a video later today on the auction close. I'll post that at the end of the day. That's going to be in 4 hours. I'll post that video just wrapping up the auction for today, day 16. And once again, I've got all those statistics in here. I've just got to fill up the last day, and hopefully that's helpful for you guys to see the charts as we move along. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your support, and just stay strong. Price markets do go up and down, and when the market slows, best to buy, of course, and do your own due diligence, of course, as this is not investment advice. But I will look forward to catching you in the next live stream. I'll do another one tomorrow. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and catch you in the next one. I'm just going to end the stream now, and all the best.